Hi there, it's Chandler Klebs, and I just wanted to record a short video to voice, my concerns over something that I've been thinking about lately, and I haven't really been sure whether I wanted to talk about it or not. But see, here's something that's kind of important. Now, look, this is not exactly a secret thing. Because some of you may have noticed I've been sharing articles on Dailykos that George Ortega wrote. It's part of his new series where he's on Dailykos explaining to people why we don't have a free will and why it matters. And see, here's the thing. Now, I I joined the site dailykos.com to comment on his posts. I want to support this no free will thing because, of course, that's what I'm about. I'm part of the Free Will Science Religion podcast, and I think everything is better when we're not blaming people. But see, here's the thing about it, is that I don't feel like I really belong on that site. Now, people are really hateful on that site, and I don't like politics anyway. You got to understand I'm as apolitical as they come. Don't vote. I don't really discuss legal matters because, quite honestly, I think politics is a mess. Not just American politics, but politics in general. There's too much blame, there's too much hatred. There's a reason people don't talk about religion and politics in public because they know it just causes drama and hatred and violence. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that we should never talk religion or politics, okay? But I get why, we don't talk about that in the workplace, for example. At work, you don't talk with people about that. You disrupt business. But here's my thoughts on it, is that I really don't belong on a political site any more than I would belong on a Christian apologetics site. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Because I'm not a Christian, obviously. So, a person who is apolitical or anarchist, like the type that I am, doesn't really belong on a political site. You know what I mean? Any more than an atheist would belong in a church, temple, or mosque. So I mean, it is a bit awkward. I'm a fish out of water, a clown out of the circus. I'm just like, I just don't really belong there, and that's what I'm feeling. That's just what I'm feeling, and that's the truth. Now, that's the thing, is I just feel like it's important to know that if look, I have one article posted about mean-spirited politics, and that's important, because I believe that to the extent that we lose the belief in free will, we won't hate people for having different political opinions because we realize they didn't choose them. No one really chooses anything. And look, I'm not sure whether or not I really should be posting this video or not. But this is something that's very important to me. That you got to understand is very, very important to me, and people know that I'm anti-abortion. People know that I'm the anti-choice determinist, and that I see the killing of unborn children to be murder, the same as killing a born human. And similarly, I'm vegan. You know what I mean? Like killing cows, chickens, turkeys, dogs, cats, pigs, whatever. Killing these other animals. I don't even kill spiders because I just want to be consistent in my pro-life ways. It's kind of an interesting thing. And so when I visit that site, because I'm just checking comments, going to check to see if there's replies to comments on Dailykos. I try to do that maybe once or twice a day. And then I see stuff like pop-ups when I first go to the site about, trying to sign a petition to end the fight on Planned Parenthood or whatever, stuff like that. And it's like, this is a liberal political news site. The consensus on that site is predominantly pro-abortion, and I just got to say this. I have to say this, whether any of my co-hosts like this or not, I just have to say, my participation on that site, to the extent that I post anything or comment anything, in no way implies that I support whatever the liberal or progressive agenda is, because I'm not clear on it. I'm really still not clear on Democrats and Republicans or libertarians. It's a whole nother nature to me. It's like Hinduism or Islam. Like I've only heard passing things about it, but I did not grow up in that culture. I've never been political in my life, and I have no intention of becoming political, because you know what? In the past, I thought, well, maybe I'll get into politics. But you know what? Now I have a whole different worldview. I realize life is short. Life is short, and I believe I only get one life. And I'm not going to throw away decades of my life learning about politics, because all it will do is get me depressed, and you know what? I won't be able to change anything anyway. That's just it. See, here's the deal. My anti-abortion activism so far, to the extent that I write or ever speak about why I'm against abortion, has been to convince people that this is an immoral thing and they should not do it. Similarly with veganism. I try to get them to see other animals as equal to themselves. I stay entirely within the moral realm, because as soon as it gets into the legal realm, there's something about it that makes me uncomfortable. You know, I don't know who the politicians really are. I don't know these people personally. I don't, whether someone's a president or a Supreme Court justice or some Senate or what, you know what I mean. Whatever these people are in the government who are supposedly making these decisions, even though I can't blame them because it's not their free will, you know. I don't know these people, so how can I trust these people? And how can I really know whether it makes a difference or not, whether I voted or not? I don't really believe it makes a difference. That is the tricky thing. And so it's just important for me to get this video out there so that I can refer someone to it if they ask me questions like, well, why are you on Dailykos? Because somebody inevitably is going to ask me that question. That's what I'm predicting, you know. And here's what I have to tell them. If you want to know why I even post on Dailykos, it's not because I agree with what is on the site in the majority. It's really that I just, you know, George is trying to use this site to promote how we don't have free will and how this can actually help our politics. And so that's what it's about. But I personally don't have any political agenda, really, because I don't see politics as a way of making a better world. I just really don't. And hey, that's my opinion right now. Maybe that'll change in 10 years. Who knows, you know? But I just want to make clear that I am not of a political nature, and I much prefer the podcasts. You know, I like the podcasts. I've written some books that express my thoughts on religion, you know, and why I'm atheist, and express, you know, me being against abortion and against killing non-human animals, you know, so people can find out who I am. And hopefully people are smart enough to take the time to Google my name, Chandler Klebs, and find out who I am and what I'm about. Because, let me just say something, one last thing before I end this video. The reason I quit going to church is because I felt like attending a church meant that I believed and agreed with what that church teaches. And if I'm not in 100% agreement with the church, I will not attend that church. And obviously, I'm excluded because I'm atheist. I don't believe in God, so I can't be a Christian. Similarly, I don't believe that government is a good thing, or I don't believe it's a very effective thing. And because I'm not down with politics, I really don't feel that I should be on the Dailykos site, but I'm not going to delete my account yet. Somebody will probably ban me from the site anyway, because they're going to say I don't belong and try to ban me anyway. And so that may happen, you know, but it's not a significant part of my life. I can take it or leave it because I don't really have any emotional attachment to that site because it just makes me uncomfortable. But, I'll still support the no free will message and whatever I can. So I think I feel a little bit better after, getting that out. I just felt like I needed to express what's been bothering me lately about that. So hope that made sense. I don't know if anyone will watch this video or if they care, but whatever. I've said it. I feel better, so I'm going to work now. Goodbye.